That's all the new ones and the rewatches. Let's get into the new stuff that we've all been watching. We'll start off with the movie of the week. I brought this one here to the panel, heads of state. So I will start it off here. Let me say this: I think this is better than the other ones that we've brought so far.
For sure. I was gonna say that too. For sure.
But it goes about what you'd expect, right? I mean, I was hoping a little bit more because Idris is in there. Idris can do his thing, when he wants to. He's a great actor himself. But I mean, it was all right. It wasn't. It might be borderline bad, and let me see what you guys think. But I think it was okay. At first, when the movie was opening up and they were showing us scenes in the plane and stuff, and I was like, why are people getting on this plane that should not be on this plane? This is a presidential plane with the prime minister here. Like, there should be airtight security. So I was pissed off throughout the whole movie because of that. They explained it at the end and how they got there. I said, all right, that makes sense to me. Yeah, they got it. So with that getting out the way, I was like, it's all right. Best scene of the whole movie, Jack Quaid. Like, oh my god, hell yes, bro. That dude was fantastic, flowers, man. And he got it. That was the best scene of the whole movie. That was a really good scene, and he just had a good time with it, as I'm sure we all did watching it. I enjoyed it, and so I had to speak to Project.
Hell yeah.
Everything else, it was all right.
Yeah. That was at the end of the movie trying to flex what he did. Nobody believed that nigga.
yeah. And I don't know if that end credits. I don't even know if that was the last scene or an end credit scene. I can't.
I think it was the last scene.
Okay. I don't know if they're trying to set up a spinoff with Jack Quaid and
it was credits. It was
it credits. Yeah, I think it was credits. And her name is Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah, I remembered her from something. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, she is. She's something. I recognize her from something else. But I don't know if they're trying to set up a spinoff with them and or a second movie or what. But yeah, it was all right. I think rating wise, like I said, I think it was 5 might be a little bit too high. 5 might be a little bit too high, but I think I'm gonna go 4 on this one. I think I'm gonna go 4, slightly below average. But that's where I'm at. What do you guys think?
Are you gonna go, Justin? If not, I will.
Yeah, I'll go. See, I don't know if this is going to come across as a shocker, but I actually really enjoyed this movie.
Not mad at it.
I enjoyed it a lot once I found, I had a realization in my head, and I'm interested to see what you guys think about this. But once I did that, it raised the movie a lot for me.
Really?
Yes. So I think I'm at a 7. I really enjoyed it. And the reason that it got bumped up to me was because of 3 scenes, really, but they're all the same thing. And it's whenever they were like talking about somebody traveling and they showed that shit really quick, that showed me that the movie doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
And so once it did that, I was kind of okay with seeing a lot of the bullshit that was happening, because there's a lot of bullshit that was happening.
There is.
So what? And they did that shit, which was like kind of comedic. They did it 3 times. I was counting. So around that point, I was like, okay, John Cena's pretty fucking hilarious to me. I can buy their chemistry, and yeah, it just worked for me. So I think I'm at a 7.
So when we're going into this, I didn't know it was supposed to be a comedy. If that is that even written in it? Like, is it supposed to be a comedy? Is that what it says?
I mean, you see John Cena and you just assume, right? Like, there's just
okay, because when the movie started, the opening scene, I was taking it as a serious action movie. And that's what I was going with. And then the comedy rolled in, and I was like, which one are they trying to go for? I was confused. So that's why I didn't know if it is, what's whatever. So going into it, when I first saw the opening scene, I said, well, this movie's bullshit. She should have died already, and the movie's over. Because again, I don't know like who's the main character or anything. I just see the opening scene. Because the guy behind her with the gun, and then she turns around and dies.
Yeah,
I was like, get the fuck, bro. I was like, this movie should have ended in 10 minutes. I was like, but it's whatever. She gets shotgun to the chest. She probably has a vest. That's what I assumed when she was moving around. I was like, okay, I'll live with that. And then we see John Cena as president. I'm like, bro. And then like, okay, let me start by saying I'm not mad at John Cena acting. It's just I'm mad at the fact that every time I see him, it's a non-serious role. He's always acting as somebody who's just not serious as fuck. Like, obviously, he's most likely in the comedy, and that's where I'm like, oh my god, they couldn't have picked anybody else. But don't get me wrong, he did great in his role. I'm not taking that away from him. I love John Cena in this movie, but like his chemistry with Idris was cool. I'm fine with that. The movie itself was just all right, but it's just because I'm trying to see what else I have down here. The movie, like following the story of the movie, I just felt like they were trying to be funny too much. And I get that it's a comedy, but it's like a lot of it wasn't funny to me. Like John Cena was funny to some extent because of John Cena's acting, but the movie itself wasn't funny. I don't know if I was the only one that felt that way. But I would say the funniest part to me, and it's not even supposed to be funny. I guess it is supposed to be funny. It was when they first met Jack, and then Jack was like fanboying over John Cena, and then they did the handshake, and then John Cena put his hand, and then he put his hand. That was funny as fuck to me. But like that was the funniest part of the whole thing to me. But besides that, I mean, like it's just sorry, like it's nothing crazy. It's not even like it's not that funny to me. So that's why I don't see where the 7's coming from. Because once I realized they weren't taking this serious, like it lost me because it wasn't as funny as I expected it to be. So that's why it's like a 5 for me. Because it's watchable, you know. It was at some parts I was entertained, but
yeah,
it was whatever.
Yeah.
There was a scene because, like I said, we already know there was a lot of bullshit scenes. I kept getting mad at the fact that they were at gun point, like gun to the head, like yeah, like they were dead to rights like 10 times in this movie. Nobody just kills them. I don't know why. Like, I'm trying to remember the earliest one, but for instance, the train one, they walk into the room. Obviously, the guy behind him wasn't trying to kill them, but the guy in front should have killed off sight. Didn't do it. When they pulled the thing, the secret invisible glass thing out the building, why didn't they drop them off rip? Why did they fly them over a building and then drop them? I'm like, bro, y'all have so many opportunities to kill these people and y'all don't. Like, I didn't get it. Why were they not killing them? The dude in the car, when they were in the president car, kill them. What are you waiting for? But now that they kicked me, now I'm gonna try and kill them. I was like, bro, why are y'all taking so long to kill them?
I think on that one, she wanted him to take them somewhere, not do it right there. I think that's what she had said when they were on the phone.
See, and that's crazy because the whole scene is a literal trying to kill them at that point. Like everybody
once they start fighting.
See, but I'm talking about the cars. Like all the cars trying to kill them. Like clearly they've been trying to kill them. Yeah, that was the whole point. And then they make it to their destination, and now now she dies because she betrayed old boy. But it's like I was just mad at how many times they should have died. And like I said, I get it. It's a comedy. They're not supposed to die. That's the whole thing. But Jesus, like they were so like when they escaped, when they first met Jack, and then they got out the building, and then they had the two dudes that we got him. He said, gun him down. They stood there for 3 seconds, heard the cop coming, turned around, started shooting the cop instantly. They shot the cop instantly. But no, we're gonna stare at y'all for 3 seconds and not like I didn't get it, bro. Like
yeah, you're using your Cody logic and like Jet started off this whole thing is like you just gotta like this movie's not serious.
That's what I'm saying. I get that, but don't make it so obvious. Like why is it you putting them in a situation where they're supposed to be dead? So like don't do that then. Make it like like they're barely missed them or something. No, they give you seconds and don't kill them. I don't get that. Like
it sounds like you're at the 4 and I'm at the 5.
Yeah, probably. That's like I said, there was parts I enjoyed. Like there was parts where I could really say I was enjoying the movie. It's just man. They make comedies they try too hard. I don't like that. So yeah.
They had I'm surprised you didn't name it because as soon as it happened, being a Dre looked at you like, nigga. But there was in the plane scene where the plane is literally like, I don't know if it's this way or it's this way, but it's a barrel roll. There,
that big ass plane is not doing a barrel roll.
So then they're like sideways or like upside or some crazy shit, and these fools jump over the I'm like, bro, that is not how gravity works. That shit was crazy. The whole plane fucking crashing.
I was pissed off at that whole.
Was a crazy ass.
I was. Yeah.
It was a crazy.
I did like when they gave them the parachutes and they jumped out and they're like, hey, this is what we're here for. We got our own role.
Yeah,
that was cool. Like that was believable.
Mm-hmm.
There was some great scenes. That whole the Beast, which was the car limo, That scene that was fantastic. Obviously, the Jack Quaid scene was fantastic.
That was a cool chase scene for sure.
Yeah, that was a cool chase scene. So this had cool moments and cool action scenes, things like that. So
Yeah.
but,
That shit with that. Because I think my favorite scene in the whole movie was Jack Quaid with the fucking door. Like, they blast the door and that nigga blast it back. That shit.
the TV and would just move and go down the hall. Yeah,
Bro,
that was
shit was so clean, man. Oh
cool.
man.
The I guess little murder scene from the villain, bro, of killing his henchman was brutal. Was insane. He took the coffee pot or the teapot and poured it down his throat, hot water, and then just started like shoving it down. I was like, damn, that was brutal. That was crazy. That was kind of crazy shit. But no, yeah, heads of state. There you go. 7, 5, 4, and then depending on the time, me or Cody was at a 5 or 4. So there you guys go.
But no, John Cena was right, bro. He was like, "So we're the bad guys." They were in the wrong. What the fuck? You killing this kid for? What are we talking about?
She was like, no, he was the son of the devil.
That shit was funny.
Yes, that was funny.
Man.
Yeah. All right, Heads of State. If you guys haven't seen it, I don't know, fun little watch, something to just throw on.
Yeah, it was all right.
It'd be all right. That one's on Amazon Prime. So if you guys have seen it, let us know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below.